can we just hear a little bit more about what the steering group is, what the working group is, who that's comprised of, and why those two things are different, or how they're different?
Yeah, so the steering group, so there's myself, there's Dave, there's Mark, who's our CEO, and there's Bob, who's on our board of trustees. So we steer that in a sense that, well, we do the steering, we do that separate with self, it's voluntary. And then the working party, or the working group, that's made up of the staff in the schools. And that's, again, a range of staff, support staff, teaching staff, SEN, every area of education, basically. And they're actually in the schools.
It works really well having that separation between the steering group and the working party, because we then were able to work on almost the policy separately. Steve kind of underplayed. He said, we've got Bob on the steering group. Bob is Professor Bob Harrison, who is very well known and well respected within the industry. And he really embodies the trust values of coach, challenge, innovate, because he really does challenge things. And he constantly tries to refocus and say, so how is this benefiting the learners? Yeah. So he's a massive value add to our steering group. And then we've got Mark Morehouse, who just enables us to run. And any organisation needs buy-in from the top, I feel, to do things well. And Mark is very much one who gives us autonomy to take this forward and to lead on the delivery of these things. But then having the working party separate means that we've got great representation. We purposely wanted somebody from almost all areas of the organisation. So we've got TAs represented, we've got office staff represented, people working in the people team, which is our HR team. Yeah. And anybody who wants to get involved is very welcome. But that is really our test bed. So we ask people to report back. What have you been using recently? If we found something, I'm not a teacher, Steve isn't a teacher. So if we come across a tool that we feel looks interesting, we'll ask our working party to test it out and feedback to us. And then that gets put into a document that's becoming kind of like our Bible for AI, that all staff have access to. So if they're interested in trying something out, they can get that peer-reviewed feedback from people that are working in our environment. Because Rochdale it's not leafy Kent. It's a pretty deprived area. So therefore there are challenges that we're facing in schools already before we even start using any technology. So having that peer feedback is really valuable for our staff.